Sunday, the 7th of January 2024, the Moel Siabod Cafe closed the doors on its final customers after successfully trading for 12 years. When its closure was announced on social media a few months earlier, it rocked the outdoor community, causing a shockwave of disbelief and sadness, all mixed with an overwhelming amount of support and love from its customers. But what made it so special to so many people? Situated in the Snowdonia village of Capel Curig on the A5, a major trunk road through North Wales, it certainly became an important hub in the area. For many years it won or was runner-up as the best walkers cafe / restaurant in the UK in a Top Outdoors magazine's reader's vote. It also consistently gained a certificate of excellence from TripAdvisor. Cafe owners Paul and his partner Dorina, along with her sister Gabby, were joined a few years later by their brother Adi and later his wife Luca. The family comes from the mountains of Romania and all have an incredible work ethic. Despite this, there was always lots of banter and teasing going on behind the scenes. Another key member of the cafe staff was Simona, also Romanian. Over the years, various members of the family have come over to help during the busy seasons, but Brexit put pay to that. But the cafe was now so popular that hiring extra staff was normally by word of mouth. If you stand behind a counter from 8 in the morning to 5 at night with very few breaks, you need to be professional, but not serious. The girls laughed and joked with the customers all day and were brilliant at remembering faces. Lockdown masks were a challenge unless you had a dog. Then they knew exactly who you were. Dogs were made very welcome, even very wet dogs. They were seldom any trouble, the owners often saying it was the dog's favourite cafe. Well, dog sausages were available. The girls loved the dogs as much as the customers. John and I became friends with Paul and Dorina 11 years ago. When they discovered that John had always wanted a gallery, we were asked if we would like to open one, Paul specifying that the photographs should be of Snowdonia. They purpose-built an area for the gallery, and we became part of the Siabod family. It was ideally positioned on the way to the loos. We often found people in there pointing out the various mountains to their friends. "We only came in for a coffee," was often heard when someone bought a print. Famous for its Siabod breakfast, or Siabod as it was often called, that set thousands of walkers up for the day, and its giant scones with butter, jam and clotted cream. The rest of the food was also excellent. Regulars would look forward to their favourite meal as the icing on their day out. In recent years, Gabby's weekend special cakes, spotlit on social media, became a big hit. It would be impossible to describe a typical customer. I suppose breakfasts were often groups heading up the mountains for the day. Mid-morning coffee was more the cyclists. Families arrived around lunchtime. Many children had grown up with the cafe as part of their lives. Couples and a steady stream of motorcyclists appeared throughout the day. Canoeists warmed up and refueled. Mountain leaders met up with their clients. Clients became customers. Friendships were formed. And also relationships. There was no dress code. No one batted an eyelid if you came in muddy and soaking wet, which, as Capo Curig is officially the wettest place in the UK, was often the case. Advice was given, with these being some of the most popular questions. What time's the bus? Where's Snowdon? We just want a short walk with the family. Where's the nearest shop/petrol station? Where are we? Owner Paul's a runner. He's organised the Moel Siabod Fell Race for a number of years, with runners going up and down Moel Siabod, which is 872 metres or 2,861 feet high. The record is 44 minutes and 52 seconds. It is held on the first Saturday in July as part of the Capo Curig village fete. A lot of the runners knew each other, so it was always a great atmosphere. When the Nepal earthquake hit in 2015, Paul wanted to do something to help, so set up a charity called Reach Out for Nepal. It revolved around Paul challenging himself. The first year, joined by his friend Phil, they summited Moel Siabod 10 times between sunrise and sunset. It became an annual event. In 2017, he did it over 12 times in 24 hours to reach the height of Everest. He informed the running community what he was doing and was always emotional that so many people would turn up and support him over the years. Over £120,000 has been raised to help rebuilding schools and health posts by Community Action Nepal, a well-regarded Doug Scott charity. The other main charity that the cafe gave their support to was Ogwin Valley Mountain Rescue Organisation. This quickly developed into a two-way thing. Members were regulars that became friends. They'd always be in and out with friends and family, or to meet up with each other before going up to base. During COVID, the cafe nearly had to close due to staff shortages when key staff had to isolate. Mountain Rescue heard about it, and a group of them arrived to help by clearing tables and pot washing. On the last Saturday of the month, the cafe held an open mic night. This debuted many budding musicians alongside the more established ones. It was interesting to watch them develop over the years. On other Saturday evenings, the cafe would often put on an event. These were well attended, often filling the cafe to capacity. They were very varied but linked to the outdoors in some ways. Other good evenings were the quiz nights, which included team challenges. All evenings were in support of charities. The cafe also raised money for a defibrillator, which was fitted by the entrance door. But nothing lasts forever, and as the relationship with the landlord deteriorated, the decision was made to move on. So, on Thursday the 18th of January 2024, the Siabod opened a new venture, a new challenge. Things change, but one thing we can be sure of is the support of thousands of customers who have all promised to follow them.